Hello, I'm Patricia Sigmund. I'm here today to talk with the amazing and trailblazing Pat Schroeder, who's going to share with us memorabilia from her decades in politics and her insights about women in politics. Tell us about the Honorable Ruth Bryan Owens of Florida, who was the daughter of William Jennings Bryan and the inspiration for Ruth's List.
Oh, unbelievable woman. I mean, this woman, obviously her father had run for president multiple times, so she had been around the country, she'd seen campaigns, she'd done all sorts of things. And she married a British officer. She lived in Egypt for a while where he was stationed. She spoke, she taught at the University of Miami, I believe. She did all sorts of things. She had 4 children. They were living in Miami because of his health, and she decided to run. She had a small, intimate district that was only 500 miles long, ran up and down the East Coast, can you imagine? And she ran in 1926, and she got beaten by just a handful of votes. She ran again in 1928, and she won. Her husband had died in the interim. She was then a widow, but she won, and she won by really almost a landslide. She won by a tremendous number of votes. She shows up, I mean, this is incredible, and they say, well, we don't really think you can have the seat because, you see, you married an English citizen, so you gave up your citizenship. And actually, until 1922, that had been the law. After women got the right to vote, the Congress did pass the Cable Act, which changed all of that. But during the First World War, women who had married German citizens had their properties taken away because they were considered German, even though they never left the country. So the Cable Act changed that. She pointed out to them they had passed the Cable Act and that maybe they should really comply with it. And obviously she did get the seat finally. She had 4 very distinguished years there. She got defeated in 1932, probably because she didn't move fast enough on prohibition. Her father had been a strong prohibitionist, and she hung in there with him, but the country changed and she lost. But Roosevelt realized what a tremendous talent she was and appointed her to be our first woman ambassador. So she was our first woman ambassador. She went to Denmark. Now, the exciting thing about Floridians is none of them know the story, which makes me absolutely crazy. And there's this wonderful group of women that have put together this thing called Ruth's List. It's very hard to say. It sounds like ruthless, but no, it's Ruth's List. And it's to honor her, but it's to also get women into politics here in Florida and get them elected. I think only 16 or 17% of the seats in Florida are held by women. It's pathetic. At least in Congress, we're now up to almost 25%. So come on, Florida, catch up, and everybody should subscribe to Ruth's List. When I first got elected, I asked the Library of Congress to do some research and figure out how long it would be before half the Congress was female. And they came back with about 400 years, which I thought, okay, so somebody was kidding. But when you think, 1972, we had 14 out of 435, and then, of course, the Senate had 1. And now everybody's very excited because we're almost to 25%. Really? I know one year when we got up to 10%, I was still there. I was on the floor when they were swearing in the new women, and one old bull said to me, "I hope you're happy. This place is looking like a shopping mall." And I said, "Where do you shop? We're only 10% are women." I mean, really? So, yeah, it's been very slow. And at the state government level, it's been slow too.